Hi, this is Bill Frank, and we're just following the League of Women Voters First Forum, and I'm here with candidate Julia Brownley after her performance at the forum. And Julia, I just want to ask you a couple of questions that weren't brought up in the forum, if you don't mind. You're going into Congress, you're running for the U.S. House of Representatives. Right now, Congress has an 18% approval rating, one of the lowest in my lifetime, certainly. And you're coming from the California Assembly as well, where people are concerned about gridlock there. When you go to Washington, D.C., how do you plan to get beyond the gridlock, the partisanship that we're seeing in the United States House of Representatives today?
Well, I believe, with my experience in the California legislature, of which I have carried many, many bills and seen them through, working on the other side of the aisle with my Republican colleagues, moving bills along, getting them signed, both by Governor Schwarzenegger and Jerry Brown. So I feel like I have the experience. I know how to work across the aisle. I know how to build the relationships that you need to work with my party on the other side of the aisle to move things through. Now, there's a lot going on in Washington, and I get that, but I have been someone who has focused on policy issues and have moved a lot of policy forward, and I believe I can do that in Congress.
Great. Now, if you are elected, what would be some of your first goals for your first term in office?
Well, most importantly, it will be around educational issues, environmental issues, and government transparency, good government. Those are jobs, jobs, jobs. I mean, that's first and foremost, I will say that. I mean, economic recovery and jobs. But in terms of the issues that I want to continue to work on is education, environmental issues, and government transparency. So the most important thing now is about economic recovery, getting people back to work, and getting our country, our economic engine rolling again for our country so that we can move forward, thrive, everyone's employed, the middle class is taken care of, and that's going to be the first and foremost priority.
Do you have any specifics that you can share with us?
Specifics in terms of
the economics?
Yeah. Well, yes. I think we need to invest in infrastructure. We need to invest in a green economy. We need to get off of our oil independence. And if we do that, will drive the engine, drive the innovation, drive the technology to create new economic engines, new economic foundations for a new economy.
Great. Julia, now you're known in California for the California Disclosure Act that you helped to champion through that.
Thank you for asking.
Well, thank you for proposing it. Now I'm going to ask you, turn the tables on you, from where are your funds going to come to finance the campaign going forward for the U.S. House?
I am being funded by any and all people who support the issues and the values that I support. So most of my money at this particular point in time has come from individuals who support my candidacy and support my direction, and we share the same values, and that's where it's coming from.
And will you accept money from constituency groups and PACs?
I will accept money from teachers, from firefighters, from the people who share my values. I will, if I am fortunate to receive that money, I would accept it because it's important, I think, to support the important values that we collectively care about.
Julie, if people want to learn more about you, learn more about the campaign, where would you direct them to go?
I have a website. It's a developing website, but you can go there, and you can certainly go to my own legislative website if you want to know a little bit about me, a little bit more about me. But we plan to have a full and complete website up very, very soon.
And what is the URL for the website?
Julia Brownley for Congress.
Very catchy title. Julia, thank you so much for being my guest, and best of luck in your campaign.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for televising this. Thank you very much.
Happy to do it.
All right,
Thanks.
bye-bye.
Bye.